Hello everyone! Ha 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 ha! I'm back again. It is Jay. Hopefully I got the intro text right there. I think I did. But there you go. There he is. Squidge is in the chat. Squidge is in the house. I've faffed about a little bit with the layout this time, and it's a little bit better. You'll have to let me know. I've not started the game yet. You can't see it because there's the images up here somewhere. The box art is in the corner somewhere. The game is paused. We are going to be playing a Konami game, which is awesome. We're going to be playing the 1999 N64 title called Hybrid Heaven. So I want you to be having to think about things that you can remember from 1999. So here's some things from 1999. There's obviously the Prince song. That's right, Purple Rain. Now, there's also the Millennium was right around the corner, and people got really excited about that. Let me just move the mic. It keeps fading away. Let me pull the mic towards me as well. When mics attack. Oh, should have sorted all of this out before we started. Just going to move this set of books as well. It makes no difference whatsoever, but there you go. Hopefully, you can now hear me a little better. But now the microphone is obscuring the screen. There you go. Right, okay. So what else happened in 1999? Well, obviously Spaced started broadcasting. That was one of the things that happened. I also want to point out, because Squidge is awesome, he's lent me this USB N64 controller, right? With the little cartridge in the back as well. It didn't really do anything, I don't think. It doesn't move. And there's this, I don't see it very well, but there is a little button the back of the cartridge. Look, little black button. Keep wanting to press it, but I don't know what it does. So I won't. I haven't started the game yet. Well, it is started. It's paused in the background. But you'll have to let me know if it's too loud. Okay. I'm hoping that the sound levels are going to be okay, but we'll find out in a second. Okay, you ready? 3? You ready? 2? You ready? 1? So Squid just pointed out in the chat there that one of the things that I did with this game was I nearly played it to death. I absolutely love this game. I've talked about this game a lot on the podcast, and we'll talk about that in a moment. It is one of my favorite N64 titles. I didn't even know about the controversy when I played it. Let's see what the audio levels are like. How's that? I feel like that's not too loud. It's coming through my headphones really loud. But as long as it's not too loud for you all, I'll leave it there for a moment and tell me what you think. I've got a feeling I've got to bring it down. Yeah. Squidgy just caught up with the controversy bit. There is some controversy around this game, and I will tell you about it in a moment once we've got the audio levels right. It looks like it's going to be a little bit loud. But you'll let me know. Have a look at the options whilst we're doing this, right? Okay, let me go mono, because you're not going to get anything out of it anyway. It looks like it's okay. Okay, so Squidge says he's going to wait until the game starts. Right, so the controversy, right, before we do anything, right, has got nothing to do with this infinite loop of a screen, right? The controversy comes from the fact that Konami said, we're definitely not doing Metal Gear Solid on the N64, which all of the magazines took that as, this is definitely Metal Gear Solid on the N64. Which is essentially what happened earlier this year when Sega came out and said, we've got a hardware announcement, but we're not going to say what it is. And everybody and their mums on YouTube went, oh my god, it's that Dreamcast 2! And then they announced the Game Gear Minis, and everyone got really upset because they thought it was the Dreamcast 2. Anyway, let's start a new game, right? Multiple difficulty levels, which is something that I really like. There's a couple of games that are released around this time with multiple difficulty levels, and when you finish the game you can carry on, you can start again with the same save file but at a higher difficulty level, which is really cool. Anyway, I'm going to let the story for this play out. It does have spoken word dialogue, which is a rarity for an N64 game, but there you go. Because when you're Christine Slater and you're naked at midnight, you're going to watch cartoons, right?
Presidents revealed today that they are all but ready to conclude talks on the reduction of existing nuclear arsenals and are prepared to ratify the historic agreement that promises to be a giant leap towards world peace in New York City on the 24th. President Weller is slated to arrive in...
What in the heck is he standing in front of?
Ratification after some
think it's meant to be a Christmas wreath, but it don't look like it, does it?
In a press conference yesterday, a confident President Weller stated to the media that on the coming 24th, the United States and Russia should be delivering a very Merry Christmas present to the world. In other news,
he's naked. Oh. Screech has asked the question in the chat, and yes, we'll come to that in a minute. I feel like I need to go bow chicka wow wow. Anyway, dialogue. I'll see a question in a minute, Squidge.
We shouldn't be seen talking, so I'll be brief. Let's go over this one last time. The substitution of the president will be executed the day after tomorrow in New York City. You are not to leave the president's side no matter what. Everything depends on that moment when there's no one but our operatives around him. If we miss this chance, it will throw off the timetable for the invasion. We can't afford any mistake. One more thing, don't forget to make contact with Mr. Diaz in New York. He'll bring the tools and the weapons you need. That'll be all. Let's make this work. But man, put some clothes on, will you? And don't forget to act like a human once you're overground.
So a couple of things there, right? Put some clothes on. Good plan. Act like a human. What the heck? Invasion? He's the guy from the previous scene.
Johnny, are you there? I guess you're out again today. Maybe you're busy, but are you doing okay? Well, it's Christmas soon. The year's almost over. Johnny, you haven't forgotten our pact, have you? That we'll meet again this year under the Christmas tree in D.C. on Christmas Eve? I don't care how late you show up. Just meet me there, okay? I'll be waiting. Anyway, call me again when you get in.
The plot thins. Duckface! Yeah, Squidge in the comments with a Johnny! From, oh, what's that from? TJ Hooker, that's right. This music totally not brought to you by Resident Evil.
Johnny? It is you, isn't it? Where did he recognize me? Is it just someone who looks like him?
The sound levels in these cutscenes are way off. They needed. Oh. Oh. Oh no, he didn't. Oh yeah, he did.
Why did you shoot?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. People don't do that. Dun dun dun. Excuse me. Worst Streets of Rage level ever. Bet you didn't know you could float. And that's where we begin. So, what do you all think about it so far? Let's get the map going. Is that button? Nope, that button. Oh, I forget which button the map is now. This one. Aha! You can always tell it's being emulated because the map doesn't appear properly. But there you go. Let's do a bit of a jump. Hoik! So there you go. Yes. So Squidge had said, right, he said, is this the game where they are called giants but they are teeny tiny? Yes. Mr. Diaz, you might already know, but there is one thing I must report to you. The security system just responded to something, and to make sure we change the lock code. When you want to go to other blocks, please renew your key code. Totally understand the story from that intro. Anything wrong? You don't have your code key? You must have left it somewhere. Please take this emergency key. You can return it at any time. I'm na key code. Let's have a look. What have we got? Let's have a look at the status. So this is an action RPG, right? We'll see what we mean by action RPG. We're gonna go left because I'm left-footed, and excuse me, y'all will just have to deal with it. So the tech list, right? You only start with a few attacks. Those ones, and those ones. There are a couple of different attacks that you can do in different positions. I'll show you that in a minute. It's a action RPG brawler slash puzzle platformy Tomb Raider style game. Anyway, climb down this ladder, which is incredibly loud. There we go. Let's have a look around here. What's going on? So I can't go through there yet because I've got to go refresh my code. No, you can't do the, so Squidge, no, you can't do choke slam in this, which is a shame, really, because a lot of the moves are very much wrestling and mixed martial arts. But you can do like the brain buster, which is, if you've ever seen any of Goldberg's work in the ring, that's essentially what you can do. Shoot these because that makes it easier, right? Go through this door. Hopefully we'll get to a point where we can have a fight soon. Oh look, nothing in here. Okay, let's go get this item. I love how they spent so much time on the graphics of the game that they spent about 30 seconds in the 3D modeling program on the 3D models for the items you pick up. But we'll see that as we continue through this game. We're refreshing the code. Renewal completed. Oh heckin' yes. Here we go. Now I can go back through that door that I couldn't go through, that I didn't want to go through. Go back through here. You're right, Squidge, playing this on an original N64 controller is amazing. I actually had a quick go on WCW NWO Revenge earlier on to check it was working and get everything mapped properly, because mapping it was quite difficult. So because a work experience guide to the 3D models. I think you're absolutely right, Squidge. Absolutely right. I'll prove it again to you in a moment. Let's have a look at these items, right? Look at that. That is like my first, that even that gun, that's genius. My first 3D models, you know what I mean? There you go. I think if I jump down here, there's an item right here. Is there? No? Okay. Right. Well, that was a waste of time. Right. So, yes. This, like I said, this was originally marketed as totally not Metal Gear Solid on the N64. So here's Fisher Price 3D models. Yes. So here's what we know about the story so far. The President of the United States is going to be signing a new deal, which means that all combatants against America are going to drop all of their nuclear weapons. We know that the guy standing behind the president in that piece of video footage that they showed is also the guy who told Johnny to put some pants on. We know that Johnny then went to the train station and got killed by this guy. We also know that Johnny is the guy on the front cover of the box. So who's this guy, right? And why do you want to kill Johnny? What's so special about this guy, and why do you want to kill Johnny? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Excuse me. In fact, what happens is we find out at the end of the first chapter. But we need to do some runny, jumpy, climby stuff first. Which is a bit naff, but there you go. Let's have a look around here. Gonna do some jumping up there, so let's jump up there. Oh dear. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, first save point. Cheeky scrub save. As Squidge might say. Blow that up. And then we can blow this up. Then we can bash against it still. There we go. Let's get this stuff saved. Here we go. So we're going to save because we're about to take on our first fight. Cheeky scrub save. You want to save? Insert a controller pack. Save there. Yes. Save completed. So I'm playing this with one of these, and I'm playing on an emulator, so I don't need to keep switching between rumble packs and non-rumble packs. Let's go through here. NAF is your speciality, is it, Squidge? Let's have a look. Can't go through there. Can go through there. Let's go through here first. So yes, so far what we know from that story is that there's those previous things, and this guy went and killed the main character, didn't he? Or did he? This is where I wish I had a button that made it go dun dun dun. I do have a soundboard on my computer, so maybe I should have done that. Oh well. Go through here. Push this button. I'm about to go turn off the security systems for the whole building, because that's what you do, right? Jump onto here. Bioscan. You don't get told what to do, by the way. You just have to run around and figure it out. So, yeah. Scratch on my nose there. Yeah, you don't get told what to do, so... What in the heck? What in the heckin' heck? This is heckin' stupid. Oh no, now I've gone heckin' red. Alright, here we go. Now we gotta go back the way we came and go through that door that we couldn't get through, because it was all locked down. And then we get to our first fight. Da 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 da! Right, action RPG time, right? In fact, action! Mr. Diaz? Is it me, or does that guy look like Wash from Firefly? Answers on a postcard or in the chat. Someone's just opened the cells, storing the bioweapons. Really itchy nose today. Someone unlocked the security system. We're in deep trouble. Oh god. You couldn't have. How could it be? Can I put the answers on a postcard, then put a postcard in the chat? Absolutely, Squidge. If you've got a way of doing that, then you do that, my friend. So, in the battle, you have to use the analog stick to move around. The further you move the analog stick, the further he moves, right? So if I just move it ever so slightly, it'll sort of like do this. If you move it really far, it'll do that, right? Let me just wait for him to get closer there, and then give him a kick. And the more you move, the slower the power bar goes up, right? When your power bar is at full, that's when you do the most damage. You can only use an attack after you've gotten past that red stage, and you learn new moves by having the enemies do them on you. So it's kind of weirdly strategic in that you want to try and spend some time. You want to try and spend some time letting them do attacks against you. So you can see here I've leveled up the defense of my left arm by allowing him to hit me. And by allowing him to do the right and left hook, I'll be able to learn it. So that's cool, right? You can also run in the in those areas by holding down the Z trigger, but I don't usually need to run. When you get to a high enough level, you can build up multiple of those bars, and you can perform combo moves, which is pretty cool. Go through here, okay. Let's see if I remember how to do these bits. This is showing you, you don't realize it, but this is showing you all the different enemies you're going to face later in the game. And I've stuck around in this area quite a lot when I used to play it, just to sort of see if I could get them to smash through the windows, but they don't. Piggy, 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 piggy. It reminds me of an episode of Seinfeld where there's the pig man, but you never see him, but there you go. Oh no, it's locked down. What say you? Wash?
This partition is not working. If you are in a hurry, please go under it.
Okay. If that's the case then, let's go for a crawl. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Oh, yuck. I can't go through that door at the end of the corridor, so let's go through here. Ta-da! Piggy, 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 banana phone. Hello, lady. Oh, okay. I'm gonna step down here and talk to you. Hello, lady.
Mr. Diaz, I never see you in this block. You don't know that area well, do you? If you don't know where to go, please use the map viewer that you have. You can look at the area map with the B button.
Yay! Okay. Oh. Lockers! Give me that item. Oh yes. Life Charger S. It's the best type of life charger ever at this point in the game. 2 of them now. Oh yes. They're quite good. So, some things. Icon has B button. B button, B button, B button, B button, B button. So some things that happened. I feel like that needs to be a GIF. I feel things that happened in 1999. Space, right? I think the 24th of September was the first episode. So that's pretty cool. Can't attack yet. Now I can, but I don't want to. I get the maximum amount of power possible. Give him a bit of a cheeky kick. Oh, wallop. Swap over. So the reason I'm swapping over is I don't want a really powerful left leg and then a really weak right leg, right? So you gotta keep kicking with the different legs. I like doing the kicks. I'm gonna have to keep kicking with the different legs to build them up. So that if I get kicked in the left leg and... Oh yeah, that's the other thing, right? If you get hit hard enough in a specific limb, it kind of disables it for a few turns. So you can't use it to attack with or defend with. It just kind of just hangs there. Oh yeah, level up. And so you have to kind of be careful. Great thing about this room is this is your essentially your random encounter slash grinding room, right? You're going to step outside. You're going to step back in. And he spawns again. Oh heck yes. I think there's like 10 you can do. You're absolutely right, Squidge. There was once a time when I took on the big boss and all I'd done was level up the left leg. The big boss gave me one swift kick to the left leg and knackered it. At which point, yeah, I was screwed because I couldn't hit. All of my attacks with the other leg were at level 1. Give this guy a wallop. So if I hold down the Z button and move, he runs. And that's where your stamina bar comes in, you see. You also need stamina to be able to do certain moves, like grab moves. So I'll let him try and attack me. Do a bit of a cheeky guard. Then I'll... Go here! I'm going to do a... arm throw. Up, there, up. So you can see it's taking a chunk out of that stamina bar, right? If I do another move before that fills back up, then the stamina bar will not fill up any further than that. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. There you go. Are you getting any bleed from the cans, by the way? Can you hear it? Loads of moves. Textbook. JR would be proud. Oh, heckin' yes. That man has been broken into about 1 million pieces. Oops, wrong door. Thanks for coming, Darby. Have a biscuit. There we go. That was 2 down. This is the 3rd one. I think you get 10, but we'll find out. Let's do some leveling up, right? Ooh, try and counter. Not gonna work. Oh, yes. That's pretty cool, right? Kick. That was a genius line. So for those who are following along with the chat right there, Squidge has quoted JR on it was one of the PPVs. I can't remember which one. I think no, it was just a normal show, I think. Whatever it was. There's an AEW wrestling match. I forget which one it is, where somebody did a suplex, which is, well, I mean, you want to Google it, right? Somebody did a suplex on someone and thrown them onto a chair, right? And JR's perfect commentary for that was, of all the suplexes onto chairs I've ever seen, that was one of them. So, you know. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Squeeze. Your stats on your character kind of level up at random. They do, but they don't. So the quicker you take down the enemy, as in like the fewer moves you do, right? And the fewer moves that they do on you, the higher your rank is, right? The higher your rank is, the quicker your stats go up. But it's also based on like how quickly you get through the fights. So that's why you have to level up all of your limbs, right? Let's block this one. And how much damage you take as well. It's all based on, there's like 12,000 things it figures out how much you level up by. So what I get? I guess a B? Oh, got an A, okay. So yeah, I did 4 attacks, he did 3. 75% of my attacks landed because I did that that one where I counted and that one missed. So that counted against me, which is a bit naff, but there you go. That was 3 or 4, but there you go. We will do some further playing once we've done some leveling up, I think. It's always good to level up on these games, right? Although watching someone grind at something is a bit boring, but hopefully, let's do some punches. Let's do a left hook. We just got the upper left hook? Yeah, we'll do the upper left hook. Oh, missed completely. That's why I don't like doing the punches, because the punches, his legs aren't very long. There we go. So 50% hits. Let's do a tackle. Oh, I'm getting taken down now. So I got 75% of my attacks have hit. 80% have hit, and I've leveled up my left leg. Do a flip. I think you can, but you got to learn it first. And just like any other video game, right? You can see there his chest is red. If you hit him in the chest, it's weaker, so it'll take more damage. There we go. That did him in. 80% hit rate. Got a B, which is not good. There you go. Leveled up some of my stats. Whoop. Level up hype. Whoop whoop whoop. Levelly, 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 levelly. Okay, so that's that one done. I like to clear them out, right? Because there's a chance you're going to learn some stuff. You're going to do some damage. So let's get rid of these. Ah. Yeah. There we go. Get through here. Doodly doodly doo. We can go that way if we want. I think we end up in a fight if we go that way. Have a look. With long leggy man. Yeah! Long leggy tile man. There he is. Looks like he's made of like slate tiles that are piled on top of each other, right? Just... oh. Problem with this guy is he's all about the legs. And if you're not paying attention, he could take you out from miles away. Kebab man. Na 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 kebab man. Na 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 kebab man. Kebab man. He's kind of greasy. He's a kebab man. Yes. Leveled up. Give him another kick. Oof. You can also, just before you hit the... Like if I do that, you can see he started to move forward, right? He'll finish the move forward and then he'll attack. Which could be really useful if you think that they're going to block. You move forward and then hit the button to choose your attack. And when they try to move out the way, you'll still be moving towards them. And then they'll come back to that normal stance and then he'll do the attack. Oh yeah, got the left middle side kick. Climb down this ladder. Ladder hype, here we go. Hype, 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 hype. Can't really keep that up all day. Have a look. Let's go this way. So yeah, we need to figure out what's going on, right? Why is this, I hate to say it, but Native American looking fella, why is this guy, like, A, the playable character, and B, why did he kill the guy on the front cover of the box, right? This guy over here. Why did he do it? What did he do? What did he done? Right? So we're not going to use them yet, but let's just have a look at these items as well, right? So that Life Charger S is essentially a potion, and Battle Charger S is the one that charges up your stamina. If you completely run out of stamina, you can recharge it with that. What Squidge say? I can keep it up all day if I try. Well, what if I don't want to try? Had you even thought of that? Another dude. I think this dude specializes in grab moves. Grab me. I'm going to take the fall. Oh yeah! Yes! I learnt the scoop slam. I'm going to chuck him over my back here. That was a bit naff when it just... Give him a good old kick at the middle. Oh, wallop! Yes! That's how we do it. Tackle him to the ground. Dude. I've got to be careful here. Because if he gets me one more time, I'm dead, aren't I? That's my HP bar in the corner as well, by the way. So let's fill out. What we got? We've got an A. Oh yeah. Level up the right and left legs. Oh heckin' yes. But yeah, the only way you level up the defense is by letting the enemy hit you. Which is kind of a little distressing, right? You've got to actually take a hit to level up. It kind of forces you to have to do that, because if you want to learn all the moves as well, you have to let him hit you. Which is a bit distressing, but there you go. Wonder what's through here. Yeah, let's go down this lift. Flying roundhouse turkey twizzler backbreaker was always your favourite move in this game. I never unlocked that one. But yeah, who's this Mr. Diaz character, right? And why does everybody now hate him? Why is he going and kill Johnny, who's wearing that pretty cool outfit on the box art and has a body that Squidge would kill for? That's what we got to find out, right? So let's go and save it. Cheeky scrub save, cheeky scrub save. Cause it's cheeky. Dude's an accountant. Hey, don't talk bad about accountants. One of my good friends is an accountant. And he's pretty cool at what he does. What's this way? What's this way? That way. There's a person who's going to have a fight with me. And this way is a door. Let's go through the door. Let's go through the door. Ooh. Climby puzzle thing. I'm not going to go that way yet. We'll try and climb up this one first. Oh, hike. Okay, this item. This dude is able to jump very, very high. Excuse me. excuse me again. You're right there, Spooky. It is the way you learn the moves. And, I fell down there. Never played Absolver, I'll have to check it out. He doesn't just shut down government buildings, security, then batter everyone to get out the way he does. Hot. He doesn't shut down government buildings, security, then batter everyone on the way out. He does indeed, Squidge, he does batter everyone. Yeah, Spooky, I've never played Absolver, so you'll have to... I tell you what, Squidge, do a Google, find out about Absolver. I hate that, that always blooming happens. Oh, I'll go back the other way first. Okay. Yeah, what was Absolver on? Was it a PlayStation title? An N64 title? What was it on? Can't jump up that way just yet. You go this way. So, yeah, I'll have to find out about Absolver. Oh no, you let all the bad guys out. Who let the bad guys out? Who?
Is it true that you killed our comrades overground and then released the monsters from the cell? How could someone like that? How could someone like you? How could someone like you do that? Unbelievable! An arrest warrant has been issued for you. Your being an executive will not affect how I act upon you. I ask for no resistance whatsoever. Fight!
Come on, fella, hit me. I'm gonna end up on my butt here. Yep. He's gonna kick me now. See him twitch. Oh yes. See, that's how you can tell they're about to hit you. They do that really obvious telegraphing twitch type thing. See if I can do a body slam, body slam, body slam. Yeah!
Scoop! Slam! Oh my god, JR, did you see that?
Ah! Oh. I don't know where this guy's going. I think he's trying to run away, don't you? Perhaps the code crashed. You just kick him into the corner. If you position it right, you can kick him. They can hit the wall, take more damage, then fold, and then take more damage again. Now, I always love the fact that you could string together a combo that looked like it was taken from Tekken. Absolutely. Excuse me, yeah, most of the combos in this game look exactly like... And you can make them up. Once you've leveled up enough, you can do more than one attack at once. You have to fill up your power bar a little bit more, like. But yeah, once you've done that, you can do more than one attack. Once you have more than one attack, you can do all the combos, and then you can save them as well. So then, you know, it just sort of allows you to kind of speed that whole thing up. Oh, we're gonna go this way. Go for a climb, shall we? Oh yeah, that was good. That was almost like it was planned. It totally wasn't though. Yeah. Seriously, this dude has got some vertical leap. Have a look. Like these items. Doopy doopy doop. So, yeah, we still haven't figured out who this guy is or what's going on. All we know is that we can sort of run around and pick up items and shoot stuff. Except it isn't really a gun. It's called a diffuser. So it's not really shooting anything. Or at least I feel like in this version of the game, in the sort of Western release, it's not really a gun. Because Nintendo, right? Let's have a look.
Remember, Nintendo do what Sega don't. No, Sega does what Nintendo don't. I don't know. They had a marketing strategy. You know what? I think I'm going to fall off of here if I. What I want to do is I don't want to shoot the box. Yeah, that'll get me halfway across. Up. Got a weird way of shimmying across, right? Is he's going like an app deleter? I mean, if app deleters can shoot cameras and make them disappear, then yes, his gun is indeed just like an app deleter. Yep. Do you know what I've just realised? He shimmies in the same way that characters in South Park move, right? Look at the way he shimmies. Ah, hey, relax, guy. Loop. Hey, relax, guy. So that one that I just shot, the box thingy I just shot, unlocked that one over there. Where the green doodly is, there'd have been a wall there stopping me from getting through to it. So let's shoot this one. Yes, yes, yes. Enhance my offense. That I'll come back to it in a minute. But that thing I picked up looked like a bit of a kind of like a roll-on deodorant, didn't it? Doesn't that look like a roll-on deodorant or a torch, right? Or a flashlight, I suppose. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Music's not really that exciting, is it? So this is that first room I was in, right? You can tell if I look down here. Here it is, look, right? But what I've got to do... Oh! Gotta run that way. Yep. Strong and robust. Like a really good deodorant, indeed. Strong and robust. Keeps your feminine wiles. Wily. Wily feminine-y. I don't know. Bonk. Don't think I was meant to be able to do that. Do all of that platformy bit again. Oh well. Seriously? Oh well. I can't be bothered to do the platformy bit again, you know. Where in the heck is it taking me this time? This is different. Oh yes, because I climbed up, didn't I? Oh welly. Oh yes, because when I climb up I've got a... Yes, that's right. Let's go through here. If... Yeah, right, kapow, floor time. If you spot an enemy and they get behind you, then yeah, you start the stage at a disadvantage, as you would almost any RPG, right? Awesome! And in the same counts for the other way around. If you manage to sneak up behind an enemy, look at that SS! If you manage to sneak up behind an enemy, then you get the advantage in the stage. Can't remember what was in that box, and I don't know whether I really need to do it. Let's have a look. Let's go around here. I think there's some Healy items through here. What's in the box? Life Charger X. I mean S. Purple Ultra Life. Oh, the box that was hanging from the ceiling. I don't need that just yet. I don't think I'll ever need it, so it's not a huge problem. What's over here? Hem and haw, hem and haw. Oik. Hem, haw, hem, haw, hem. Loop. Did he just swear when he jumped then? Fuck! Like, the Iron Sheik. Anything? Nah, well, doesn't matter. Maybe it's this next room then. I think that's the boss through there. The boss of this chapter. The game is split up into several chapters. There's a guy in here. There he is. So this guy, right? This one's annoying because this guy, you're encouraged to hit him with weak attacks
Because every time he falls to the floor, he leaves one of those green Healy boxes. Like so. Ta-da! Then once you beat him, you can then pick up all of those boxes. I leveled up my left leg and learned to move. See, now I can't move. I can't use my left leg, right? I mentioned it before. You look up there in that top right hand corner. That left leg is flashing red, right? I now cannot use that attack, that limb in an attack. I'm also running low on health, right? So I've got to go like this. Refresh. You're absolutely right, Screech. You just pooped out health. I would do punches on him, Squidge, but I just don't care. SS that time. Oh, heckin' yes. I learned some weapons. Oh, look at that. I learned some weapons. I learned some moves. Got flame shot. So the weapons that are shots you can use in the fights. So when you get into fights like that, you can go to that item screen, go to weapon, and use those, which are really useful, except for if the enemy you're firing at steps out the way. If they step out the way, then you get around the bullet, right? I'm not going to go that way just yet, I think. Oh, push the wrong button. Yeah, that way is definitely a boss fight, so I won't do that just yet. Go back through this door, because we still don't know anything about him, right? All we know is that I can run about as him, and I can get attacked. I mean, that's how I look when I walk up the stairs. I don't know about what you guys look when you walk up the stairs. Except that I usually get to the bottom of a set of stairs, try to run up them as fast as possible. Because clearly something's running up behind me, right? Oh no, not another bad guy. Dun dun dun. Poop walk. Indeed it is the poop walk. So I won't be able to get through that door because I need to refresh the key, right? So I gotta find the door that will let me refresh the key. Let's go with left middle kick. Ho up. Ayuk. I'm gonna do a body slam. Scoop. Slam. Ah. Get off of me, you damn dirty hip. Lurl. Rick. So yeah, basically, to be able to play this game, all you really need is the A button, the analog stick, and this right shoulder button, and that's it. This music is totally a rip-off of anything from the first Resident Evil game, right? That's a good point there, Squidge. I should maybe let him teach me some moves and learn some defense stuff. I'm always worried about, oh, I don't want to get loads of low ranks, but let's learn something. Ah, I wanted to try and let him grab me from behind, so I could learn to move from behind, but there you go. Let's take the fall. Snap me. Give him a wallop for good measure. A wallop. I already know that one. And what happens is if I'm standing with the right stance and do a left kick, I'll swap over and do the other stance before he does. Ah, that would be a pretty baller game, I've got to say, Squidge. So playing the first Resident Evil game as Jill, but in a setup like this even. There we go. Yeah, it would be pretty fun. Oh yeah, leveled up my body. Which is what you want when you're trying to level up, right? Give him a kick. See, that's the other thing, right? Is you can deal damage and make them slow to move and stuff like that. But you can also hurt yourself if you hit enemies in specific places. I'll go through there just yet. So what we'll do. Go back a bit. Your mind's telling you no. You're going on R. Kelly. You're going all R. Kelly on us, are you, Squidge? No. So that's the other thing, right? It's the opposite of what are they called? So it's not tank controls. It's the other one, right? So as the camera angle whip changes like that, like whips to different cuts, you can kind of get stuck. And you're pushing up on the controller, but you really want to be pushing left, which comes into it in the 3rd chapter, I think. Go through here. Ah, it wasn't the boss room. Okay. It's Kebab Man! Dun dun dun! 3D controls. Thank you, Squidge. Na 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 Kebab Man! Come on, Kebab Man. Give us a wallop. Right, middle side kick. I already know that, Kebab Man. On to that one as well. I'm gonna kick you and see if I can get you to do something else. Oh. Grab him and see what happens. Running headlock. Yeah, right, hit me, meat sack. Do it again. So you can see my stamina level dropped, right? Where it is now completely transparent, that's the highest it will ever get to now. Before this fight. Right after this fight, it'll fill back up normally. Let's stay in that right hand stance. We'll do a left kick and you'll see what happens. You sort of switch, you saw him sort of shake a bit, right? That's when he switches stance. Leveled up that left leg again. Oh, heckin' yes. Leveled up my arms for the defense. In my defense. Would you kindly? 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 Let's pick this up. Love. What in the heck is that? Okay, Johnny, you're the intern today, and we want a lot of different geometrical shapes that just use primary colors. Okay, boss? You had to say that, didn't you, Squidge? I'm not reading out that message. I'm not reading it out loud. That's for dang sure. Let's go through here. Ah, to you as well. That's how I'm going to read whenever you send me any kind of text on here, in text messages, whatever. That's how I'm going to read it from now on. Ah, that was hardly fair, was it? Dang cheating game. You can sort of jump up those little lips, but I just don't want to. Like that. Two, so there'll be another two, do you reckon? Okay, Mr. Green Spiky Man. Hit me with your shovel, Mick. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Hit me with your gangster lean. I don't know what the words are. I know that one. Stop it. Ugh. Go ahead. Throw me over your shoulder. Do be do. That's a really good point there, Squidge. Yes, you learn the good throws from the pig dudes. We'll talk about those in a minute. They're a bit like the pigback peeds, but not. Or are they? I mean, do you even know what a pigback ped is? I know what one is, but does everybody else know? And if not, why not? That'll do for that guy, I think. If I need to come back this way, I can level up a little bit more. He isn't like the pigback ped. Alright, if you say so, let's just do this. Wow, 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 wow. So here's my question to everyone in the audience. So far, is this anything like Metal Gear Solid? You getting any Metal Gear Solid vibes from this yet? Except that it's obviously Konami, right? That's why they Squid. Oh no, that was from his previous question I asked. Give him a kick and a chuff. In the vulnerables. Oh yeah. Yes, the Colonel.
Snake, to climb the ladder, approach the ladder and press the action button.
You're absolutely right there, Spooky. The similarities to Metal Gear Solid start and end with the fact that it's a video game played on a video games console. There you go. Yes! So this is the boss of the first area. Red Snake Man. So this guy runs everywhere. Oh yeah, I can do my first combo. I'm going to edit a combo. I'm going to go left middle kick. And then I'm going to go right middle kick. I'm going to miss with both. And then I'm going to go keep this combo, yes. And combo one. I'm going on my ass. Yeah, I thought so. No. Ah. What's he going to do? Hip toss. This is very much Final Fantasy fight, boss fight music, isn't it? Ha! That's the other thing as well. He does that move, which just throws you across the room, which is a bit annoying. Yeah. Death. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I guarded it. That's what happened. What going? He's hurt my arm, you see. Or has he? Yes, he has. I thought he died then, because that's the sound he makes when you die, you see. Do do do. Nope. Oh no, he's taking out my leg. Now I can't do any of my combos. But they take slightly, they do slightly less damage. That's the word I was trying to say. They do slightly less damage when you do them as part of a combo anyway. Move. Not gotta do a combo, so let's just do a standard one. Oh, all up. Let's do some more healing. Oh. Do, 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 do. And again. Hip toss. Oh, Brainbuster. Please learn it, please learn it, please learn it. I love the Brainbuster. Ah. Oh yeah, we beat the boss. We beat the boss, everyone. When you get that feeling, you need item healing, Squidge. Do do do. Like seriously, that music could have been totally taken straight from like Final Fantasy VI or something, right?
I'm real disappointed in you. Are you trying to hurt our pride? Failure in us hybrids, the new human race, cannot be accepted. The invasion plans that were going so smoothly could fail altogether because of you. Diaz, what did you think?
What did you think you went over?
What did you think you went overground for? Are you out of it that bad? You can't even remember that?
He does look a little bit like the Colonel, doesn't he? And I bet that guy is going to be complaining about his girlfriend like right in.
It isn't easy switching an analog with a real overgrounder. The Master has been working towards this President Substitution project all this time. Are you trying to end it all in failure? You're a liaison between us and the overground operatives, aren't you?
Exposition! We're finally finding out!
A liaison shooting a comrade? It's beyond our comprehension. You'll pay dearly for this, Diaz. Hunter, what about the plans? As you know, Diaz, who lost it, shot and killed the copied analog of the Secret Service man slated for substitution. However, everything will proceed as originally planned. Kevin, the presidential aide, will now perform the kidnapping and the substitution of the president, and support the plan.
They've all got the same voice, obviously.
It's a matter of time before we hold the presidency of the United States in our power. And with that, the power to control the entire world.
I think my reading of this is quite dramatic, don't you?
So it won't be long now until the next time comes when we rule the Earth.
I don't know why I'm doing the wolf one.
Jerry, you deal with Diaz any way you see fit. Just don't kill him. And remember,
Kill Hitler!
I don't particularly want to lose those amazing physical abilities of his. So do something about adjusting his consciousness and cognitive processes after examining him. I'll leave you to take care of it.
He's definitely pooped himself, hasn't he? The way that he's walking.
Man, I can't wait to go above ground. Just thinking about when we rule the world turns me on. Soon. Very soon. Whoop.
You're very close to an actual US Army information liberation strategy there, Squidge.
So, Diaz, managed to hang on to your life at least. But you won't be able to get out by having your thoughts...
Won't be able to get out...
but you will be able to get out of having your thoughts tweaked by a little brainwashing. Bite the bullet, little buddy.
I threw the little in there. I thought it would be pretty good.
Hey, you! I'm sending Diaz up to the adjustment room. Take him to... the pod. Ba-da-da-da! We're moving to floor 10 right now.
Oh, no, you don't.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Get with it, Supply. Get with it, Diaz. You released a biological weapon in the confinement cell block.
It's a bit more like Resident Evil than it is Metal Gear Solid, isn't it?
How many comrades do you think died because of you? Just come back and do as you're told.
Mr. Jerry, it's too dangerous to use a gun inside the underground shelter.
I know that. If you did your job, this wouldn't happen. Here, take him away to the pod now.
Away to the pod, right? Guess where the pod is? It's right there in the same room. So take him away to the same room that we're in. Otherwise it'll be curtains for you. It's one of them... Is it Bantha pods from Star Wars? Not Bantha, is it? What is it? What are they called, them? Tanks.
Shoo. That looks like loads of fun, actually.
Right? Go in a tube full of water and go hurtling down towards the floor. Mr. Jerry, the pod suddenly stopped near floor 21, and no one knows why.
What? That's impossible. Metal Gear, that's not possible. Why? Why isn't it moving? Floor 21 is Dr. Bross's research floor. Why Bross's floor of all places? Send a transmission to Bross. Tell him to capture Diaz. Tell him he can use Diaz as a research subject. Mention research, and he will get serious about capturing him. All he has in his mind is to research. Make sure to tell him so.
Yes, sir.
Who cares what happens to Diaz? He lands a plum duty like liaisoning with the overground, and he still loses it. Oh man, wish we could go to the underground earlier.
So yeah, Squidge has said in the comments, good luck with that scientist boss battle. I'm thinking, go, get out of there fast. I'm thinking more, good luck with getting to that fight, right? Go, get out of there fast. Because you got to run away from this big creature at one point, and the camera angle keeps changing. If it catches up to you, you're effectively toast. Saved by Ringo Starr. They're going to kill you. Go now. That's more John Lennon, isn't it? What's Ringo Starr? He's more a fat controller. They're going to kill you. Go now. Please forgive the lateness of my reply.
Dun dun dun. You'd better run away. Don't live another day.
I wonder if you could do like a song in that. Twal. Twal. Say nuclear vessels as Ringo Starr. I shall certainly try. Let's have a look. Right, so nuclear vessels. Nuclear vessels. Ringo Starr. Trying to think of something. I only really know of examples of John Lennon talking in that voice, because Ringo was always picked on as being the dumb one. He always played up to it. Thomas and the Fat Controller. I can't do it. I can't do it. If you want me to do it as John Lennon, I'm your man. Here we go.
Yes, freeze! Heard you've been doing as you pleased around here. That's very you loose cannon. But I don't want to be troubled. The Square Jerry says I'm to catch you. Not that what Jerry has to say holds any interest for me. Excuse me. But it's a bit different when I get to use you as a guinea pig. Using a comrade as a guinea pig sounds crazy, but it's a good news for me. I wouldn't say it was more guileless. Experimenting with normal clones has become such a drag lately. Sorry, but it's a blast to be able to experiment with someone like you, Diaz, a hybrid in top athletic condition. So let's party, brother! Okay, showtime, Diaz. The rules of this study are simple. You run from that creature, and that's all. Run if you don't want to die. Hey, isn't it huge? It's so much more powerful than you. Don't even think of fighting it. Looks like a combination between a xenomorph and a T-Rex, right? A Xenomorph? A Xenorex? It's really none of my concern what happens to you with this experiment. Let's get started, shall we? Run, Diaz. Right, let's go this way. Yeah. Ooh, made it! What should we call this fella? This thing makes me think of Pokemons, but I don't know why. Maybe Squirtle. Squirtle Boy, I don't know. What do you reckon, Squidge? What do you reckon, Spooky? What should we call this bad guy? We're gonna call him Derek. Okay. Bridge suplex? Yeah, I can learn the bridge suplex. Kick this guy in the head. Kick him in the head. Ha ha! Oh, that only counts as one move, right? When you do a combo. So I instantly get twice as many moves for half as much effort. Oh, heckin' yes. I took out Derek. And I learned the bridge suplex. Oh yeah. Definitely becoming the best little wrestler ever, aren't I? That door made a growling noise. Did you hear it? Stars. Okay. Yeah, did you hear it? The bravest toaster. I'm not sure what you responded to there, Switch, but I think I agree with you. You know, I'm looking for someone. They're a member of the Stars team. A what, Eraser? What? I didn't say anything about erasers. Do an attack. Take 4. Hip toss. Oh, can learn that hip toss now. The pickup, Graham. The pickup. Oh. Oh, ring eraser. Right, okay. Yeah, the ring eraser essentially cancels out the battle. Can't be used on bosses, but you can use it to just nope your way out of a fight. I don't think there's a Final Fantasy equivalent of the ring eraser.
I'll happily be wrong, but let me just show you. So if you go item, where'd it go? There it is. The ring eraser. Definitely a just a series of geometric shapes, right? Better than a series of tubes, I suppose. See, the internet is a series of tubes, and when you've got the horse races going down them, you can't do anything else, and they all get clogged up, and so that's why we need to kill net neutrality so that we can charge more for the internet backbone. Ooh. Likely gonna have to turn this down, you know. It's too loud and it's giving me a bit of a headache. That's better. That shouldn't have affected it, actually. Let me know if it did, but it shouldn't have done. Finally gonna learn how to toss things like a caber. I'm gonna toss one. I'm gonna toss him. Come here, Squirtle! Alley-oop. $300 HP. Got the shoulder toss. Heckin' yes. One more and then we'll continue on. Continue! Because that's what we're gonna do. Take on Derek one more time. Derek? Oh no, that's Eric, isn't it? Eric, the half of B. My music, or the music of the game, is what I'll say to you there, Squidge. Body slam, bridge suplex, let's... Wait a minute, I was supposed to have learned a new move there. I couldn't see the shoulder toss. Non-battle music. Yeah, the non-battle music is pretty cool. This battle music, not so much. Not as exciting, really. Let's give him a combo. Combo to the face! Or at least the chest! I was thinking of maybe attempting Resident Evil 2 on the N64 at some point as well. Y'all will have to let me know whether that's a good idea or not. Oh! Like that meme image. Is that the thing? Yes? No? I don't know. Let's pick this gun up and go left. Go left! Where you continue to do the rest of the game. Go left! And then get chased by the big scary thing. Go left! I think there's a save room in here. Go left! And shoot this thing. Shoot me. Thing. Does it not realize what's going on? Right, this definitely takes me through to another fight, I think. Let's go through to the next one. It's up to me, it's up to me. Piggy! Piggy, 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 piggy. Let's do this now before it costs me a move. Piggy man, piggy man. Alley-oop and alley-oop. Get over there. Porky Pig indeed learned judo. My goodness, yeah, go on then. What? It's the pile driver. He didn't learn it. That's a real shame. Weak. Got him. Oh, he left a red thing. Yay, red thing. Right, this is the difficult bit. Right, because I don't know if you can see on the map. Let's use the mouse pointer to show you, right? I'm going to come out here, where it sort of widens up. The big circle area. Over here, I think, is where I've got to go. You got to jump up onto a ledge and climb up. Problem is, you've got to distract him, make him come all the way over here, then do a beat line, turn around and make a beeline for where you got to go. So, wish me luck, everyone. I always get this bit wrong and always mess it up the first time. But he's going to come out of there. Now we're going to go that way. Oh, we made it! Yeah! Yeah, I can hit this guy with like low level hits. I think you're right, Squidge. I should take this guy on with punches. Low level punches, knock him down a lot. Like with uppercuts or something. Upper left hook. There we go. That should take him down. Nope. Warning. Need to find an attack that would knock him on his butt. Punch. Upper left punch. Nope. 9 health. I want to try and eat him. Oh, I let a new kick. But he falls on the floor without doing loads of damage to him. Ooh, uppercuts, that'll do it. Nope. Not helping at all, is it? None of these are helping. Oh, I'll just give him a good boot to the head. What the heck? That'll do it. Body slam, bridge suplex. Where's the? I thought I learnt the other one. The shoulder toss. Oh well. Got him. No. He looks so happy though, doesn't he? These big eyes. Running headlock. Aye, up. Dead. I feel bad that I killed him now. He looks really happy. Maybe he's just happy to be fighting. What do we reckon? Was that guy just happy to be fighting? That guy's seen some stuff. He really has. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm mistaking happy for that sort of far away. That kind of look. You weren't there, man. You weren't there. That kind of look. I like my microphone. It's all like lime green in there. Lime green, minty green. Here he comes coming through, and now I've got to do the same thing again, except the platform's higher up and I have less space to do with it. Oh no, I don't. I do in a moment when I go through here and you're like, haha, lol, you can't get me, haha. Except that what happens is I go down here and then it jumps down after me. The greeny green frame rate's dropping through the floor. You hear it bashing against the window, right? That sort of late 90s drum and bass sound, isn't it? There, can you see the ledge I've got to jump up, right? Got to jump up there. He comes out of this door. Got to run around there and then come back over here. Hate this bit. Ah. Possibility that I might be able to do it because he's doing it. Oh, yeah. So if he attacks you at all when you're trying to climb up, you just drop back down to the floor. That's kind of annoying. I want to be able to see what's going on around here. Item box. Item box. That is essentially one of the hardest bits of the game. You could do that, you could do the rest of the game. Have a look over here. No. Oh, there's another item box. Oh, yeah. It's all pretty much downhill from here. Except for the... So the next bit is a little easier. You're running towards and then across the camera. And it's chasing you. Which is why you get the save point. Which is annoying. You should get the save point before the previous bit. But there you go. Pick up the massive... Except the uphill bit. What uphill bit? I don't remember the uphill bit. This is another one of them infinite respawning enemies bit. Do your worst. Know how to do that one. Stop showing me moves I already know how to do. Ooh. Back suplex. Leveled up the body and learn the move. Give him a couple of kicks. Send him on his way. Hoik. Hoik. Still working? Alright. Ooh, Brainbuster. Learn me how to Brainbuster. Ah! I want to learn me how to Brainbuster for the great good. Then I can Goldberg my way through the game. Leave me alone. Leave alone. You have to do that. Stop it. Stop showing me the ones I already know how to do. I'll kick you for it. Give him some kicks. Hike and a hike. Oh yeah. Oh! Oh! Ooh, ow. Really hurt my neck. Pro tip, don't do that. We're on an hour and 30 minutes. Learn the back suplex. Oh, heckin' yes. The speed enhancer, which looks like a slice of pizza. Where are we? There it is, look. Ook. Also, how many... Is it racist of me to have said that he looks Native American just because he's got the 3 stripes on his face? Because I'm like, but he's got blonde hair. That doesn't make him look Native American. Go around the outside. I don't want to fight another one. I'm just going to get to the next bit of the game. Okay. Don't do that or that. Thanks, Squidge. Really helpful. Another series of fights. Whoa, it's Inside Out Man. What should we call this guy? Looks a bit inside out to me. Yeah. Lower me the brain buster, lower me the brain buster. Yes! How in the heck? Right, I'm just gonna have to grab him and do grab moves. Ah! You are absolutely right, Squidge. From now on, I'm doing the brain buster. Scoop, slam. Hero, your health is low. Watch that. Oh, did him in. Learned some stuff. You learnt Brainbuster. Oh, heckin' yes. I'll jump up here before I go through the dome and do a little bit of healing. Give me that green item to heal. Yeah, I've got to distract him, shoot the door, then distract him some more, then shoot the door, then it's 5 shots to bust the door down, right? Ugh. Ah, 3. Awesome. Only took 3. Usually takes 5. This bit is annoying. Fall right off the edge, you see. Danged controls. Sorry everyone for your eyes as well. That is so 90s. Is that not the most 90s game over screen you've ever seen, right? We'll continue from where we were, right? But before we do that, load completed. Load the game. Where I was. Oh, I remember now. I don't have the brain buster. Oh. Reload it. Relearn it, sorry. Yes. Yes. It is indeed the Predator 2 game over screen. It's exactly the same, right? The most 90s looking font you could think of. Let's fight this dude again now. Skinny Inside Man. What should we call him? Inside Man? It's weird, isn't it? Because we talked about the Predator 2 game over screen, and this guy's inside out. What if Metal Gear Solid used Comic Sans? Oh my goodness, I think you just cracked this whole game right wide open. Go on, did it? Oh yeah. Let's see you get away from this. Well, let's see you block it then. Brain buster, brain buster, brain buster. Yeah, hoik! I think the reason why I leveled up my right leg then is because that's a full body attack. Ah. take the punch to the face, why don't you? Oh no! Do something I don't know. Yeah! No, I know that one, don't I? Deep wrestling cuts there. I think we should call him John Cena because he refuses to put anyone over and not lose. Right, what I'm going to do now that I've got the brain buster. I can't go back. Okay, fair enough. I was going to go back and save, but I can't. If I can repeat what I just did last time without the falling down the whole thing, that would be wonderful. Too far away for me to shoot right now, right? Got the door, and went through the door. Oh, heckin' yes. Right. Oh yeah. He's here again. Happy days are here again. I think you're supposed to do that. Oh no, I fell down. I'd better just sort of stand here. Look around before I run away. Yeah, you're kind of supposed to do that. So that's okay. Oh, it's kind of useless, wasn't it? Let's go through this little side door. Well, that didn't help, did it? Door's locked. Here's the door I go through. This is the long corridor, right? This is kind of difficult. Because of stuff like that. Gonna have to be right in the middle. Oh yeah. Come through here. Hurry this way. Hurry! And he's like, okay, I'll slowly walk towards the thing, and then I'll move as slowly as I can. You're right, it is very much Dino Crisis. So these guys, I'll let him tell you. I'm glad you made it here in time to meet you. You must be very surprised and confused about your situation right now. Let me tell you everything. You're Johnny Slater, the Secret Service to the President. Not Secret Service agent, he's just the Secret Service. Meaning that what you see yourself is not the real you. You are in New York, underground, in an area called Manhattan. I heard our enemies saying this. In any case, we must leave this place. Do not worry, I am not your enemy. Come, let's go before they find us. I have to restore your body and memory. Alright, mister. let's do this. Don't know who you are. You sound friendly. Because, you know, you saved me from that big T-Rex thing, so let's go see what you want to do. What is the matter? I see misgivings in your heart. A Sunday son a squashed banana. A Sunday son a squashed banana. No, I cannot blame you for feeling it. I will tell you something of myself. I am a gargantuan. So he's like what? 2 foot tall? Think this dude needs a thesaurus? There are many of my people in this facility, kept alive in cruel conditions. Our planet is in another nebula, far away from this star. Makes it easier from a storytelling point of view, doesn't it? Wait a minute, it's gone all interstellar. It could be a Hideo Kojima game. Sometimes many years are needed for interplanetary travel. He does look like a crash test dummy, doesn't he, Spook? You remember that? They had a TV show, I'm sure they did. Dude needs a ham sandwich, mother needs a thesaurus, that's true. Wasn't there a TV show? I remember there being a game for the crash test dummies, but I'm pretty sure there was a TV show, wasn't there? Like an animated TV show. In those cases, we would enter hibernation capsules and await arrival at the destination in stasis. It was a cartoon. You're right, Squidge. I'll have to look it up. Such was the case when we travelled to this planet. But we had a traitor amongst us, and we were all made to sleep several extra decades longer than we were supposed to. When we awoke, we were under a dictator's rule, forced to assist in invasion. And yes, it is. It's like the Khan storyline from Star Trek. Have you seen the ceiling of this underground shelter? No, you have not seen it yet. And the ceiling is a huge saucer shape. That is our starship. And this underground shelter we use during stays in other stars. It is usually stored in the starship. However, it has already suffered many subversions of its own original design. I'm throwing in the odd word here now and again. By the traitor and the clones he created. We are, in all probability, far more advanced scientifically than your civilization. Yeah, right, 7 hours later, it feels like the way they book the story, like the gameplay out by putting loads of story in. And of course, the traitor has the same body of knowledge. Not the same knowledge of body then. The traitor harvested the cells of this planet's inhabitants, created copies of you humans, in other words, a clone species of the human race, and he controls its creations absolutely. I've got like proper received pronunciation. Book the storyline. This ain't wrestling, or is it? Yes, it is. He is planting his clones in this world, all as part of his plan to invade this world. The day when the traitor and the full clone species begin their full assault above ground is coming closer. But please do not misunderstand. Apart from the traitor, we Gargantuans are neither invaders nor looters. We really cannot comprehend how someone would plan an invasion of another planet, came to be born of our people. Tell you how, you're all evil. I'm sending my words directly to your brain. You're receiving them, I assume. Well, probably not in very courteous language. On this planet, there is this force that turns organisms belligerent. My words to you might be skewed to be misinterpreted as well. You're right there, Squidge. We'll fob off the aliens and get a pizza delivered. Because we can get it done. It's New York, right? Get it delivered in half an hour. Where you get your money back. I'll go get a pizza because it's taking way too long with the story. My words to you? Yeah. Now let us go. It is not safe to stay here. Really, it's here. Right in there.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I'm not going to do the voice no more. Good. We managed to rescue him. This task was limited. This task with limited. I'm going back to the voice. This task with limited equipment and time. An accident was inevitable. We were able to interfere, but the program was destroyed. His amnesia was really unexpected. Well, at least he's back here in one place. Can you guess what sticker I put on my laptop? Ooh, was it I don't know what kind of what sticker was it? Echo. Anyway, let us return him to his original state. I would not like him to misunderstand our intentions. Johnny, we apologize for having had to use you in this way, but you are about to be gotten rid of, in other words, killed, once you were brought down here from above ground. Please, understand. You were abducted because you are one of the Secret Service agents assigned to protect the President. The enemy is planning to substitute an analog for the real President. But it's not easy switching the head of a powerful nation. Therefore, they choose to replace the relatively approachable presidential aides first. Bring in the shaman, and then walks Rick Mail. Oh, that would have been brilliant. They could have blown the whole off of this game in one swift move. Just bring in Rick Mail. And then execute the real coup once the president was completely surrounded by clones. You are probably lured into the enemy's snare, abducted and replaced with a copy. In fact, the very man you shot and killed when you pretended to be Diaz was a clone of yours. I will show you your true appearance in this projection. You think those alien guys eat soup? I think that's all they eat. They ain't got no mouths, right? This is the real you. You look like Christian Slater. It is possible you still do not recall anything, but do not worry. In a short while, we will return you to your original form, your memories, your everything. We will never insert strange programs in you again. Please do trust us. Anytime someone says, please trust me, you mean you know they're not to be trusted, right? Johnny, if you are still uneasy, I will tell you some more. Oh, God. We traveled to many planets to collect all kinds of samples, but it has always been a strict policy of ours to refrain from interfering with other ecosystems, cultures, or politics on these planets. You're absolutely right, Squeeze. It's right after they say they inserted something into him. But at this time, we have no choice but to do exactly that. We found it necessary to fight in order to prevent further damage to this planet. However, as absolute pacifists, we have never experienced a battle. In addition, our physique, as you can see, is inadequate for such purposes. We needed the help of the people of the planet. That's true. It is like Metal Gear Solid because you play it for 20 minutes and then there's 3 hours of story. That's exactly when we were able to rescue you from your enemies who abducted you from above ground. We do not have the strength, but we have the brains. It is hard for us to beat the enemies, but abducting them was not impossible. Capturing and imprisoning one called Diaz was not that difficult either. They're saying he's dumb. Are they? Dun dun dun! We placed Diaz in cryostasis and turned you into his double using our skirting technology. Starting to sound a bit like hedonism bot from Futurama now. We did all of this for you to stop the replacements out of the stop the replacement of the president, which is about to happen above ground. Well, show up then and let me go stop it. Fortunately, Diaz was also the one in charge of the liaising with the overground. He does have stickers on his arms. That reminds me, right? Which sticker did you put on your laptop, Squidge? I want to see it. We made a temporary recording of your memories in a mnemonic device and inserted a program into your brain to allow you to act in such a way as to sabotage the enemy's plans under Diaz's guise. The rest you've experienced. The VIP is close to the president of the nation, right above us from here. Right above us from here. And many other important people around them have already been replaced by clones. The fate of this planet is about to change, but there is nothing more we can do. All we can do is aid you, a native of this planet, to the limit of our powers. I do not want to sound irresponsible. I am not exaggerating. You are the last hope of saving this planet. Perhaps it is also part of this grand design that this planet be ruled by a new power. If we are to die here, then maybe destiny as well. The end of one thing is also the beginning of another, and nothing more. But this is why you and we... Sorry, but is this why you and we must fight? The end and the beginning are locked in never-ending conflict. We will give you whatever you need, and the rest will be up to you. Dude, this dude could waffle. Johnny, I will restore your appearance, but not before I have another 25-minute monologue. This way, we will give you back yourself. It's a Bacta tank. That's what it is in Star Wars. I will remove the Diaz coating that was applied to you. Do not worry, there will be no pain. I was hoping to be able to get a drink. Check my phone a second. Okay. It's all the way over here. Oh, heckin' yes. Oh, yes. No more story, alien. Shut up. Wait, hang on. We've finally done what had to be done. Now, we must not forget to tell him that he has the enemy's armored suit on underneath the coating to match his build to Diaz's. Oh no, someone's coming. What are we to do? Let's soliloquize for another half an hour whilst they get through the door.
Hey, old generation gargantuans. You may think you're hiding from us, but I have my eye on you at all times. But this is a little unusual. Why should you help Diaz? You've got an answer for everything, haven't you?
You're plotting something. I'm going to change the voice. Do you think our hybrid that's lost his memories could be of some use? Well, it doesn't matter. Now hand Diaz over. Now! I think you'd end up like this, frozen by these hapless little gargantuans. Pathetic man. I don't get why Hunter won't get rid of this loser. Of course, he really was something until a few days ago. Get him out of here!
And you'll all be coming with me too. You can tell me what you were up to somewhere more comfortable. Just goes to show that you can't slack off. These gargantuans, he's changed his voice again. Didn't you kick the damn rabbit? Indeed, Squidge. These gargantuans may be helpless, but stupid they are not. We had better consider getting rid of them once and for all. First, shall we start with cleaning up here? This failure is your savior? Ha, 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 ha. Stop it.
It rises from the ashes. It is Johnny.
He's saying thank God for that. Give me that map. Okay, let's go this way. Thank you for that. There's a bleeding save point. Rip, rip. Save. So we were in area 2-2. We're now in area 3-1. Oh yeah. And I think that's gonna do it for this part of Hybrid Heaven. I'm going to try and finish this game with us all together. The next part I'm going to do lots of grinding. This whole area is a very grindy area. You learn all the moves, get all the levels, build up your character stats. So we're going to do that. But first, before we do that, what I'm going to pause the game. But do that. It is now paused. Head over to wafflingtellers.rocks. Just no more story. Yes, no more story. Head over to wafflingtellers.rocks. That's the website for the podcast, the streaming, and all the stuff. I just wanted to say, right, let's have a look at how many times we've talked about Hybrid Heaven. Don't know whether it'll be that many. Let's do a Control H. Hybrid Heaven. It's only 2. We need to talk about it more. Old episode of the pod, favorite games with White Mage or Red Mage. And when I wrote about it, Metal Gear Solid for the N64. Yeah. You should definitely check that out. But yes, other than that, let me go back a few more times. There we go. We have this wonderful new episode with Lulu, with that amazing artwork by the ever-talented Hurricanes, who you should definitely check out. This is Hurricanes' Twitter, which is also known sometimes as Akira's left eyebrow. Get in touch with Hurricanes to get some work done, because look at all this work that look at this. Look at it. Right? Anyway, right. That will do it, I think, because I'm super sleepy and it's now Sunday. So happy Sunday, everyone. That's my happy Sunday dance. So in that case, I will catch you all later. It's been a pleasure playing this game and talking to you all, and talking to Squidge and Spooky and everybody. And if you're watching on demand, check out wafflingtellers.rocks. If you're not watching on demand, check out wafflingtellers.rocks, because it's loads of fun, right? Catch you again soon. You stay safe, stay fun, and go and do something that chills you out, right? Playing a video game, then go play a video game. If not, then don't play a video game. Oh, Squidge is in the chat saying, just up there, saying, see you later, big waves and all that. And I feel like I should say exactly the same thing. See you later, Fox.
Come 愛さつ代わり